In the high hills of Nimba, where clouds rest on mountain peaks and ancestral winds whisper through bamboo groves, there was a sacred village called Zolowe. Hidden in the cradle of the hills, surrounded by sacred stones and whispering trees, Zolowe was protected by warriors not born but chosen by the spirits. To become a Nimba warrior, one had to swear the blood oath, a vow unbreakable even in death. On the full moon of planting season, 2 boys were chosen: Nyensuah, bold son of Chief Kamu, and Dahn, the orphan raised by the elders. Their palms were cut, and as their blood fell onto the warrior's tomb, the forest went still. The boys became men. Nyensuah, quick with the spear and proudful. Dahn, quiet and wise. The people admired them both, but whispers grew. Whispers that the orphan held the true warrior spirit, even though Nyensuah was the heir to the throne of the Zolowe chiefdom. Then came the night of the border raid. Nyensuah, leading the patrol, chose to flee. 5 warriors died, among them Dahn's young cousin, Wonyi. Hatred grew amongst the 2 great warriors, Nyensuah and Dahn, because of the death of Dahn's cousin. As a result, the warriors soon bled in dry season. Still burps, the river dry, the crops wither, the spirits were angry. One night, an elder of the village named Se dreamed of fire, betrayal, and a mountain weeping blood. The tradition was clear. The 2 warriors must fight. The winner would be chief. The chief of the village preferred his son Nyensuah, but he must prove himself worthy at the battle of leadership, which must be fought on top the mountain. The day came, the 2 warriors met. They fought from dusk to dawn. Steel clashed, thunder roared, blood spilled, but there was no winner, until Dahn made one final strike, sliced the side of Nyensuah with the sword. Remembering their blood oath to protect each other even in death, Dahn rushed and carried Nyensuah on his shoulder to the cave of the old herbalist. The herbalist applied some forest leaf on the wound. Nyensuah survived, and before the people, he declared Dahn the true leader. You have the heart of bravery, love, and compassion, said Nyensuah. But Dahn refused the offer. You are the rightful heir to the throne. Take the leadership, my chief. I was called to protect, not to rule, Dahn said. On the following morning, a woman ran to the hut of Nyensuah, saying, "Come quickly, your father is seriously ill and asks to talk with you." Nyensuah ran as fast as he could to see Chief Kamu, who could barely lift his hands nor sit on his bed. The maid said he had not eaten him for 2 days now. By evening, the breath of Chief Kamu faded with the final sign of the evening wind. Surrounded by elders and king, his eyes closed slowly, as though returning to the ancestors with peace in his heart. The great drum of Zolowe sounded once, deep and low, announcing the passing of their leader. 3 days later, the village gathered beneath the mountain for the burial. His body, wrapped in woven cloth of his chieftaincy colors, laid on a curved wooden stretcher. Women wept in hushed tombs, while the elders poured libation and chanted the farewell prayers. The warrior's tomb was smeared with rare kola, and the village drums echoed through the valley as Chief Kamu was laid to rest. As the sun rose over the hill of Zolowe, the village gathered on the mountain top to witness a new beginning. With the blessings of the elders and the ancestors, Nyensuah was crowned chief, no longer just a warrior, but a guardian of his people's future. In a moment of heartfelt honor, he raised Dahn's hand before the crowd, naming him his personal advisor, a brother who stood by him in battle and peace. The villagers cheered with tears and laughter, for in their unity, they saw hope restored.